Hello, welcome to episode 65 of the Islanders podcast. My name is James.
And my name's Daniel.
And my name's Yan.
And I'm Minnie.
2 weeks ago, I went to join a festival of one of the indigenous tribe in Taiwan. It's called Say-Siyat people. And the festival is about their kind of want to remember another tribe of dwarfs, which have once helped them before. So the festival is very just we went there, and the atmosphere there was very welcoming and very hospitable, and everyone just have a lot of fun there. And there's something strange I felt during the ritual itself. Mm-hmm. So it's like the ritual itself is like they have to dance. They have to dance around the circle for 3 whole days.
3 whole days.
3 whole days.
Wow.
They will take turns. Yeah.
Okay.
So they won't.
Non-stop.
Yeah, non-stop,
Okay.
continuously.
Yeah.
So, and like us, we're tourists. So we can join the group of dancing, the group of people who's dancing, join the circle whenever we want, and leave whenever we want. And the circle is like everyone's holding their hands and shoulders together, and we're dancing together. So it's like somewhat like DNAs. You're part of them, and you can break up, and you can join at any time you want. Yeah, and the indigenous people, the Say-Siyat people, they sing together around you, and the song is like some hummings. They're traditional songs. So during the ritual, I felt I thought it was a mystical experience inside, because at some point, I think maybe like 2 or 3 a.m. in the midnight, I somewhat felt like I'm joining into their like families. So it's like actually I'm the outsider of the tribe, but during the ritual, I can felt that I somewhat merge into their families, and I felt myself and them together. And there's fires, and there's dark, and there was very dark. It's like, it's just like I and them standing together and greeting with those dwarfs together.
Did you really see some dwarfs?
I felt that, but actually at that point I was drunk, because we drink a lot of. They fed us a lot of rice wine and lots of like fruit wine, something. So maybe all of the people there were drunk.
Maybe it was the alcohol.
Yeah,
that was
but
helping you open up your senses a little bit. So
somewhat.
Yeah, like sometimes when we drink like very heavy liquor, we talk about the sensations because alcohol opens up your sensations. So perhaps this is like with the help of alcohol, you felt the presence of like like the little dwarfs, being there. Yeah.
At first I thought it was that makes me felt like that, but I asked other people, my friends who joined the ritual with me together,
the other tourists,
and even the strangers. I've never seen them before, and I never contact them afterwards, and they shared with me that they felt the same feeling. So that's really mystical.
Well, maybe they were also drunk. But,
drunk.
That could be a possibility. But I feel like because a lot of people are doing the same thing. You know, during that ritual, everybody's sort of doing the same actions. You sort of feel connected with people a little bit more, right? Yeah.
Yeah, but that fact shocked me very much. So because I'm somewhat reasonable person. So once I heard that they have the same feeling as I did, I felt, wow, that's how can a ritual make us feel like that? So do you have any kind of like special moments in such kind of events or rituals or something like that?
Like, I have a question for did you cry during the festival?
Oh, is it during the festival?
Yeah.
Not really, but I felt moved. Because I saw the dwarfs. Because I remember that I saw the dwarfs dancing with us together.
So how do they look like?
They're It's a bit vague. It's not a clear memory since I'm drunk. But I have the memory that I saw them. I have the image that I saw, impression I saw them. Yeah.
And they aren't tall.
They aren't tall. They're short. They're
really short.
They're really
I remember people describing them. You know, we learned this in our textbooks when we were kids, because we learned about all the Aboriginal tribes.
Like the festivals, right?
Yeah, and the festivals as kids. And I remember the books describing them as a little short people and a little bit dark-skinned.
Oh,
So dark-skinned dwarfs that came and helped the tribe when they were in danger. And then somehow after the danger, they all disappeared.
Yeah.
So that every year they hold this festival to remember these kind of people. I forgot the story.
Somewhat like that.
I forgot the details of the story.
The story was quite bloody, but I want.
Yeah, it was bloody,
someone
but
was killed.
Yes.
But talking about the conclusion is that these people were
gone.
Were gone, so they were trying to remember these people.
Yeah. So what I want to talk about is the feeling I've got during the
mystical feeling, the kind of
feeling.
inexplainable feeling that you felt during the festival. Yeah,
because since I've never a believer of such kind of, I will say that I feel
spirits
that
of
spirits of gods.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not that kind of person, and I have some psychic friends. They will tell me that there's somewhat ghosts. They're like spirits or souls. So I wanted to learn about how do you think about these feelings. Do you have same feelings, or like you've heard about someone having similar experience like that?
Yeah, I think of a time when I was like in Spain again, walking again. And there's a day that it's really tough for me because I have to climb up to one of the highest mountains during the trail. And so it's a hard day. And in almost every village there's a church, so when there's a mass we can join every night. So at that night I also joined a mass held on the mountains, and that place is called El Siberio. And we had a mass, and there's people from all over the world. We gathered together to have a mass together. And I've joined some other mass along the way already, but it's that day that I felt it's really strange that after the ceremony, after the mass, I just started crying and burst into tears. And I see a girl from Germany. She was next to me, and she also bursted into tears. But only we two, and then we hugged together.
So can you explain why?
I'm not too sure, but I'm guessing if it's because of a sense of feeling that, because they actually deliver the words of the prayers in different languages. At that night, they also deliver the prayer in Mandarin, and I guess it's because it's a feeling of people all around the world get to be united together.
Oh,
yeah.
I somewhat have these kind of feeling because most of the people there were strange, we didn't know each other. But it's like we're connected together.
How many tourists were there compared to the people that were in the tribe?
The tribe, I think it's about 2 or 3 times.
Oh, so, 2 or 3 times.
Yeah, so there's lots of tourists.
A lot of tourists. Okay. Yeah.
So that's strange.
That's quite cool that you, as an outsider, you can get to feel what they feel in the tribe. So that's the coolest part, for me hearing this story.
So, that's a cool story I would like to share with you. And I've learned about on the internet that some anthropology is a field about studying human and their history and their behavior or something, and culture or something. And they said that some of the scholars believe that these kind of rituals are about, they're kind of putting anchors, or like putting beats in your life, in people's life. So it's like everyone's life have to follow such kind of a trail. You will grow, and you will be mature, and you will be old, and you're pass away. So some anthropologist believes that those rituals are like a sign or a passage that you have to pass through. So you will believe yourself as a part of the society. Yeah, so I found that point interesting.
I mean, that's a much more like emotional way to talk about rituals because, in sociology, we also talk about rituals, but it's a whole different kind of conversation than anthropology.
Definitely.
So that's why I'm interested in hearing your thoughts on anthropology and rituals.
Yeah.
It's quite different.
Yeah. So what I would like to talk about with this anthropology viewpoints is like, because Say-Siyat people, they held these kind of events like biannually, so every 2 years. Yeah, so it's like a tradition. They will go over and over again, even if like maybe the chairman of this year's festival maybe passed away. The tradition still goes on for after 110 or 200 years, and I felt that's it's special for me that they can keep this tradition. Somewhat like we have some traditions in our like Chinese culture. We have festivals to celebrate.
Yes,
we have celebrate yearly, but somehow we know that these traditions were passed till now since
very long,
like very long time before,
and it's a collective memory that everybody sort of remembers. Because even though one person or a group of people dies, the other people still remember.
They remember it.
It's something like Christmas.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I have a new understanding about this matter, about tradition, about festival. So it's not like some daily stuff we would do day after day, month after month, year after year. It's like a group of people doing the same thing over and over again.
Every year.
Yeah,
so
and it continues to be like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and that's quite special to me. Yeah.
Yes. I also have some mystical ritual experience.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Actually, I have been to many religious events. Though I'm not a believer in any religions.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But in Hsinchu City, we have shackles parade in every summer.
Yeah, we have talked about this.
Yeah, we made an episode about this.
So
people wearing shackles, walk around the city parade every year.
Yes,
for good luck.
Yeah. In my hometown, we have maybe the largest Confucius temple in Taipei.
Yeah.
So when I was a elementary school student, some of my classmates will be selected to perform the ceremony, to dance the specific dance, to celebrate the birth of Confucius.
Oh, it's called the Ba Yi dance or something.
Yeah, Ba Yi dance.
Yeah.
And I think the most mystical experience I would like to share is a ritual that's related to Scout.
A Scout? Okay.
Yeah, Scout. I was a Scout when Boy Scout when I was junior high school student.
Yeah.
Normally we will hold campfire party at night. Before light the campfire, normally we will choose some people to circle around the campfire and bow kneel to the fire. Yes. So
it's like pray
and worship
the fire.
Wow.
Yes. And we will use some special technique to light the fire. Maybe we'll pass the fire torch.
Yeah.
And pass the torch and then let someone to light the
like Olympic games.
The fire, yeah. Like the Olympic.
And this one and there was sometimes we will even use an ball to shoot the fire arrow to the campfire.
Oh, to light it up.
Yes. Once the campfire was lit, those people will start to dance and hum some specific maybe spell to the fire. And later those people will enjoy some audience to join them to perform the fire dance.
Maybe dancing around the fire. We did this in our camp also. It's derived from Boy Scouts doing this. And I think it goes further maybe into Aboriginals doing this originally. And so it's this common activity that people do together when at a certain point, right? At a certain time or at a certain event, right?
Yeah. So what I'm interested in,
feeling?
What's your feeling about
during the ritual?
Yeah. Normally, it's a very joyful event, I would say, because it might be the most memorial moment.
Yeah, that's one of my most memorial moment when I joined the camp.
Yes.
For the first time when I got into college. Yeah, we have such kind of like we're having a campfire, everyone's singing and dancing together around it.
So in this day, we normally will have our hand on our shoulders, and we will rush to the fire, the center of the camp, and then go back to the original place. We will repeat this dance maybe for more than 1 or 2 hours until the campfire is gone.
So do you feel like this kind of ritual, no matter like going to the Aboriginal tribe, that ritual or the fire dance ritual, is a way of bringing people together, orienting people together?
Yes.
Because when they come to a new environment, or when different people come to the same place, is it a kind? Do you think it is a kind of way to orient them together, to get to know some people, and to have to form a stronger bond between people?
I feel like that. I feel like the function or the goal of going through these rituals are like binding people together, but I can't figure out why. So why
because
makes
on
people
their
feel
own it's like meaningless, right? The rituals are meaningless, so it is because like people have the same interpretation of the ritual, so that it has meaning.
So like somewhat because since we're dancing around the circle continuously for the whole night, so that sounds meaningless when just listening to these kind of just words. When we talk about these, we're just dancing around and for the whole night, but actually joining them is the whole different experience, I would say.
Yes.
So maybe the point is the action you've took or like
maybe physical labor. Everybody
has
do the same physical labor together. Maybe if we build a house together, then we feel more connected after we finish building the house.
Yes, once you participate in such events,
so
those events will be very meaningful to you.
So maybe like dancing or like Boy Scouts, even going to the army, like people feel more closer together.
Yeah. So another point of it is like we have the same goal.
Mutual experience.
We're like kind of coherent feeling or coherent target where we're doing now, and maybe it's just simple tasks. We just dancing. We just run forward and backward, but we're doing the same thing, and just that simple stuff can make people feel together.
Yes. Also, I want to share another mystical rituals. Normally it happens in live shows.
Live shows?
Yes. Live
music shows.
Concerts.
Yes. Last week I attend a live music show in Hsinchu.
In Hsinchu City, right?
Yes. And there was a rock band. His song is very, very energetic. So some of his fans just automatically move a space.
They open the circle.
Open the circle, and then that active participants to jump into the circle and
shake their bodies and like yelling and like.
In Chinese, we say this is so-called 冲撞, collision.
In English, we call it maybe mosh pits. And in metal bands, we have mosh pits.
Something like that. I have joined one like music festival such as yours, and that's crazy. The event there is crazy because there's tons of people there, and we're crowding, and everyone's doing the same thing, and the music was very loud. The beating was very heavy.
Yes, and this so-called collision is actually evolving because this year some people even does this stage dive.
Oh, stage dive, wow.
Into those audience, and those audience will hold this person like a wave.
Actually, it's quite dangerous.
Very dangerous.
In some metal shows. So, it's very dangerous. But it's like people enjoy, this physical connection. When they're listening to music, maybe heavier music. It's easy for people to make a connection that way.
When I look at the like recordings of these kind of events, I just don't have similar feelings when I actually joining them.
I wouldn't join it. I wouldn't like enjoy this kind of
like physical context too much.
But I get the feeling that people might feel more connected during the show. Feel that they have more connection with the band as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
Though I was not one of the participants of this yelling and collision, but such event actually make the whole concert more
lively.
Yeah, definitely
more energetic. Yeah.
Yes, I would say the concert will not be won't be success without this maybe that's ritual.
I think that's somewhat of ritual.
Definitely.
Okay, so I think that's all for today.
Yeah, so we'll see you on the other episode. We're going to talk about another very special ritual in Taiwan. We'll see you there. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.